the Armor Up Podcast, where we acknowledge the supernatural and discuss the entities behind current events from a biblical point of view. The Bible tells us that Satan is the god of this world, that he comes to kill and destroy. But when we suit up with the armor of God, we are able to annihilate the powers of darkness. Armor up. This means war.
The pathogen took so many forms and was extremely mutable. Fiendishly inventive, in fact. The original liquid atomized to particles when exposed to the air. 10 years on, all that remains outside of the original virus are these gorgeous beasts. My beautiful bestiary. Soon enough, I began a bit of genetic experimentation of my own. Crossbreeding, hybridizing, what have you.
You engineered these, David?
Idle hands of the devil's workshop, Captain.
Typically in Hollywood movies, no matter the genre, mysterious black goo isn't a good thing. The 1992 animated film Ferngully, The Last Rainforest, evil black goo. The Alien franchise prequel Prometheus, evil black goo. Basically, the entire 2018 Marvel film Venom is about evil black goo. The trope is everywhere. And it almost always portends ill fortune. As one who loves to research the MKUltra mind control phenomenon, I find it interesting to go back and look at what our entertainment industry has showed us over the decades through music, movies, and television. So imagine my surprise when literal black goo is in the headlines. In the summer of 2024, deep in a Cleveland shipyard, a research vessel called the Blue Heron came in for what should have been routine maintenance. Instead, the crew stumbled onto something no one expected. A tar-like substance clinging to the ship's rudder. Not fuel, not oil, not grease, but a mystery. Inside the goo, life. At least 20 different genetic signatures, including one that doesn't match anything ever cataloged before. Scientists named it ShipGoo 001. What was it doing there? How did it survive in a sealed steel chamber with no light or air? And what else might it be capable of? These are some of the questions scientists are asking themselves. From Prometheus to Lucy, black goo has become a sci-fi staple. But what if it's not fiction? What if Hollywood is subliminally revealing real alien technology, transhumanist agendas, and maybe even the biblical mark of the beast? You've seen it before, even if you didn't realize it. A thick, black, shape-shifting sludge, sometimes sentient, sometimes parasitic, always unnatural. Anywhere from Prometheus to the X-Files, Venom to Under the Skin, the motive is oddly persistent. Black goo that infects, transforms, and controls. Hollywood calls it sci-fi, but what if there's more to this substance than fiction? What if these films are more than entertainment? What if they are subliminal disclosures and demonic transhuman indoctrination embedded in pop culture? For many, black goo might sound a little more than a sci-fi trope, but many believe black goo to be real, possibly extraterrestrial, with sentient properties and malevolent intent. It's described as a programmable nanotechnological fluid, part biological, part machine, capable of influencing consciousness, meeting with organic hosts, and even rewriting DNA. Some believe it originates from deep underground, while others believe it has ties to ancient technology.
Before being placed inside the coffin, his coffin was then covered in black goo with several liters of warm, viscous substance poured over it and filling all its crevices, coating it completely, as if to hermetically seal it. It was also used to anoint statues of deities and shabti boxes. Now, all of this evidence points to the fact that there are numerous instances of this black goo being used by the elite in Egyptian burials. The black goo found in ancient Egyptian burials and artifacts was not just restricted to a single site. It has been discovered in many different places throughout Egypt, showing that its use was widely accepted by the elites of the time. So, this mysterious substance is not unique to the Osiris shaft. But what is it?
Reports suggest encounters where black goo reacts to human emotion and enhances psychic abilities or induces overwhelming fear. There are some very interesting facts and things to be said about the Falklands War in the 1980s. So, the mainstream will tell you that the reason for the invasion of the Falkland Isles in 1982, April 2nd, was so that Argentina could reclaim the Falklands Islands for themselves, as Argentina and the United Kingdom had been claiming this territory for years. Now, many people disagree with this and say the real reason for invading the Falkland Isles was to obtain this mysterious black goo and bring it back to mainland Britain. Now, former soldier Jeff Pearson spoke of seeing a brighter, intense light hovering over the waters at the furthest point of East Falkland. Another soldier spoke 24 years after the incident in 2006 about an oval spacecraft with lights that zipped across the sky at great speed. Many believe the UFO sightings were the real reason the British military had been dispatched to the area in the first place. As outlandish as these claims are, many believe the war was a distraction for them to obtain this mysterious black goo. I want you to listen to what Miles Johnston, what claim he is fixing to make about this black goo. It's very telling.
Here because the British had a spoil of war in the 1980s from the Falklands. They had a brilliant new find called a sentient fluid or a black goo.
Black goo.
Because it was black and it was goo.
Okay.
And it responded to electrical stimuli. They brought it back to England, brought it up to much warmer temperature. It started to respond. Things went badly wrong in the labs.
So black goo is it's an intelligence?
It's a sentient fluid. They wanted to develop it as a weapon. That whole concept failed. The whole concept went wrong, and they dumped it in the sewers. So what it's doing now, it's going through the bacteria. It's going through all the living life forms. It's exploring everything.
Is it in me?
It's in you, and it's in everybody.
So it's coming out of here right now.
It's in our water supply.
It's in our taps. It's in our...
It's in the air as particulates.
Is it dangerous?
It's not dangerous unless you are hostile to it. It's in a learning stage, and it's being conscious, and it's communicated with people.
What's it communicating?
It's communicating that it's here to clean up our mess.
Ridley Scott's film Prometheus 2012 shows a black goo as a bioengineered liquid used by the engineers to create and destroy life. Once unleashed, it mutates life forms into aggressive hybrids, symbolic of origin and extinction all at once. Then we have the black oil in the X-Files, which is a sentient alien parasite that enters through the eyes, and it is a tool to control consciences. The show even goes on to connect it to global government secrets, so much like the real world theories of this black goo. You know, you're hearing the same persistent thing about this black goo over and over again. They never have a different narrative about it. It's always the same. In Lucy, the 2014 film, a synthetic black blue drug called CPH4 upreloads the protagonist into post-human intelligence. She eventually becomes pure consciousness. Is this transcendence or possession? Fiction or psychological preparation? Alan Watt is said to have coined the phrase predictive programming, the theory that fiction is used to subconsciously prepare the public for future technologies, events, or realities, particularly disturbing ones. Predictive programming might be used to desensitize us to the imagery, reframe possession as enhancement of evolution, and normalize the idea that merging with human intelligence is inevitable. In other words, our entertainment and pop culture is inoculating us with passivity. So, the Cool Clips YouTube channel has posted a documented case of a guy from Panama who claims that a meteorite landed in his yard. Check this out.
Is this the proof of alien life? This guy from Panama claims a meteorite landed right in his backyard. At first, it looked like just an ordinary rock until he posted an up out of nowhere. Strange little tentacles started growing from the surface, actually moving, and with every update, this thing got bigger, filling the whole box with twisting, alien-looking growth. He swears it came from space. But what do you think? Is this really proof of alien life or just an elaborate hoax? Cool, right?
Hey guys, and again, if all of this seems outlandish, check out rapper Little Tony's testimony of how he almost made it into the mainstream rap and what happened to change his mind and back him off of the mainstream rap game.
An encounter with the devil? Yeah, I got booked for a photo shoot. They took me all the way up this mountain. I was on top of the mountain. We finished the photo shoot. They have OD cars. Like, they got a 3-seater McLaren. They got a Ferrari. I was asking them, like, how y'all get all this money? They're like, we do demonic rituals. I'm laughing. No, you don't. But I'm like, how you get this money? Don't put me on. I'm trying to get like y'all. Like, no, we do demonic rituals. I say, so what type of demonic rituals? He said, the Illuminati never talked to you. I'm laughing. I'm still laughing at him. They basically saying, either you let them peg you or you do oral and you'll get whatever you want. Tell them what you want. If you want to be the next big actress, next big whoever, I can take you to somebody. And all you got to let them do is do what they want to do to you. Before you get some McDonald's. And he said, we're not going to take you get no McDonald's. We spent all the money to get you up here. It's face change, gang. In front of me, you see Venom, kind of like that. His face is probably about this wide. Face changed. I'm like, what? Like, the people on camera, you ain't got to believe me. I don't care. I'm not lying. I really saw this. I believe it. That's what like made me know that the devil and God was real. You saw
Figures like Harold Kaltz warn of Black Goo's influence on chemtrail programs, AI development, and even emotional manipulation at scale. He claims again that it operates as a parasitic, non human intelligence already interfacing with humanity. This is terrifying. But if there's one thing I've learned in this world, you cannot uh, say it's too crazy. It can't be true. Crazy is definitely true. It's definitely real in the day that we are living in. After seeing this new article about the black goo found on the shipwrecker, I couldn't help but think about all of the movies from the last couple of decades showing us this black goo that brings destruction to humanity in every instance in the guise of power and upgrading. I thought it's weird that they never switch it up and have the black goo do anything different. They never change the narrative. It's almost like they already know what it is, a life form of its own. That's what they're calling the black goo they just found the other day in the ocean. And I thought, wait a minute, where have I seen black goo described before, like in real life? And that's when I remembered Egypt. The elites are no stranger to this black goo. I don't believe it for a minute. The Egyptian elites have been using this black goo for a long time. The Bible says there is nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes chapter 1. This black goo, this technology has been around for a very long time. The book of Revelation speaks of a time when a mark will be required to participate in society, placed on the hand or forehead, representing the full ownership and submission to the Antichrist. Could black goo be used to create this mark? Think about it. Think about the similarities between the black goo and the mark. It replaces identity and free will, promises power, evolution, and protection, but demands submission. Doesn't that sound just like the mark? Why is it that if you take the mark, you will surely go to hell? Could it be possible that this mark, when taken by a human, will turn this human into something else? A Nephilim. Are you no longer what Christ died for on the cross if you take the mark of the beast? So your sin is not covered because you're changed. You're not in his image anymore. So when one takes the mark of the beast, could it be possible that these people are no longer human, but an agent of hell? Hollywood black goo, Egyptian technology, and this new life form called Ship Goo 001 may truly be a ritualized preview of a future where humanity will merge with a system that strips away our essence, our humanity. I mean, Jesus said that before the day of the Lord, it would be like the days of Noah all over again. Well, what were the day of Noah like? Well, we know there was flooding, but one thing that sticks out to me with this black goo, in the movies, this black goo changes their DNA. Well, that's exactly what the day of Noah was all about. We know that from Genesis chapter 6. Angels fell from heaven and took human women as wives. They had children, and those children were giants that were Nephilim. So Satan has been creating hybrids. He's been mixing this DNA for a very long time. And guys, he's doing it now. He's doing it again. I believe that the mark of the beast will change you completely from being in the image of Christ. And I think that is why when you take this mark, that's why there is no takebacks. You can't go to heaven after that. We've got a merciful God. He's ready to forgive you as many times as you need. If you ask and seek the Lord, he's there. But on this one thing, he's saying, no, it can't be done. No takebacks. If you take that mark, there are no takebacks. So I think it's very possible that this black goo we have been indoctrinated with so much over the years, I think this black goo is going to be used to do some devastating, demonic, and evil things in our world and in our society. But I'm also wondering, will this be used for the mark? Will it be implanted with the mark? Do they need this black goo to finish their plans, to finish creating the mark of the beast? Guys, come on. We already know they're making it. They've been working on it. Satan's been at work on all of these things, all of these decades. And I just wonder, is this black goo the final piece of the puzzle? You look around and you see all of this end time Bible prophecy being fulfilled. So you just look, when I read the article, I said, what are they up to? What are they up to now? I mean, even without them finding the goo, when I watch movies and I watch TV, I look at what they're trying to show me and I know, okay, right there's something behind that. They want me to see that way too much. And so, anyways, that's my opinion. Let me know what your opinion is in the comments. Do you think that it's possible they're going to use this black goo to create something sinister to take over humanity? Do you think it might be used for the mark of the beast? What do you think about this black goo they are calling Ship Goo 001? And they are promising to keep us they are promising to keep us informed of the details that they further find out. But they are definitely acting like this is a brand new life form, and they are already talking about creating jabs with it. I mean, that's first thing. That's weird to me. When you find a new thing, you just immediately think about jabs. And so they're already talking about all these things. It's really incredible find, but I just can't help but go back and look at all these movies, these sinister movies where they promised us power. They promised us to upgrade our humanity into something better. We know that Satan is moving this world into a half man, half machine uh type world. We are going to transhumanism. That's where he wants us. All right. Human beings have to go. You know, Satan says we're too dumb, we're too smart, we're too slow. We have to keep up with the world. We have to keep up with AI. So we need to take this here, this new thing that's out, and it'll upgrade you. You can switch on and off light switches in your mind. You can use the computer without typing on a keyboard. You know, we're being told that we're not good enough and that to keep up with the world, to keep up with AI, we need to implant these different things in our body. They want to merge man with machine. And so, yes, I definitely think this black goo has a very sinister use behind it. I believe they wholeheartedly already know what it is and they already know what they're going to use it for. But give me your opinion. Am I reaching, or do you see that all of this is definitely possible? Guys, thank you for watching my video. It's been a long time. It's been a little while since I uploaded. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to live the apocalypse like the rest of you. And so I've had a lot of trouble with my computer, and I just got a new one. So this is my first video since I bought my new computer. And all I can do is see what's up, see how it works out. And I love you guys. I thank you for clicking on my video. Please say hey down in the comments and let me know your opinion. All right, guys, until next time, God bless you. And remember, armor up, church. The supernatural is real, and this is war.